morning. I wonder if you can guess where I am this morning. I filmed a few snippets to give you some clues. I can see why they're your favourite.
How much he likes them. I found one.
I will reveal all later in the vlog, of course. And I will also tell you about this a bit later in the vlog as well. It's a tree that the person I was visiting gave me as a gift. Good morning. It's not morning at all. Good afternoon. It is 2 o'clock on Monday the 19th of May. It's a beautiful day. Really sunny, really spring into summery, but it's only about 19 or 20 degrees, so it's perfect for me. Sunny and 19 or 20 I can handle. Just making some toast with my homemade bread for my slightly late lunch. I've only just got back. So this morning I had the very great pleasure of going to visit a friend of mine who I've known online for a long time. We were trying to work out how long. And if you haven't worked out by now where I was from the little snippets that you would have seen up until this point, I went down to visit the gorgeous Kaye of Home Tea Knits, formerly Shadows at Midnight. It's the first time we've ever met each other in person. We originally knew each other from Instagram, I think, and then YouTube. And then we had a bit of a gap where Kaye was having children. She's got her two lovely children, Winry and Arden. So we've just known each other on and off throughout the years, and we've never met in person, yet we only live, well, it's a 25-minute drive from here. We live very close to each other, and she invited me down for the morning. So we've had a lovely time. We've had tea. We had a most beautiful walk, and I got to sit and do some colouring with her beautiful children and chat to them. And what a beautiful, beautiful family they are. And so creative, so warm and welcoming. I just had a lovely time. So if you're watching, Kaye will probably be watching, but Arden, thank you very much for the chocolate buttons, and Winry, thank you for my beautiful picture of my flower. I'm going to show you my flower. So I don't know what type of rose this is, but in Kaylee's garden, she has this rose bush of pink roses. I can't get enough of this. I'm going to have to work out what type of rose it is. It smells amazing. She says you can actually eat the petals, and she puts, I think she said sugar or something on them and then dries them in the air fryer. It smells so incredible. It's like nothing, it's like Parma violets almost. It smells edible, like you could just munch into it. It's gorgeous. And that had fallen off and it was on the ground. So Winry gave me that, and she also picked me this little wildflower whilst we were on our walk as well. And we worked out what this was, but I can't remember what it's called. And Kaye gave me one of her she doesn't sell these yet, but I think she's going to. She gave me one of her handmade, she makes stitch markers from her artwork, which she does onto shrink plastic, which when you heat it up, shrinks like really small. And she's been making stitch markers. But look at this, it's yellow. A cup of tea in a yellow cup and saucer. That is just my thing, just my cup of tea in fact. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to go and eat my cheese on toast. Very simple little, oh no. Where I had the rose, look, I've got a little, I'm going to have to go and put this somewhere else. I have a little passenger on my cheese that must have been on the rose. Can you see it? A little grub of some kind. I don't think I'm going to eat that. I mean, who knows? It's probably nutritious, but I don't fancy experimenting. I'm just having a twister. I prefer the lime ones, the green ones. This is the first time I've tried this flavour, and they're okay, but they're not as nice as the lime ones. I'm going to sit. It's 2 o'clock. No, it's 2 now. I'm just going to sit for an hour, I think. Being in Katie's house is such a creative place, and she's such a creative person that it's got me wanting to make things. And in fact, she's inspired me to start a new project, and I want to make a bit of progress on some of the things I've already got on the go first. I'm going to do a bit more sewing on my hexagon blanket. So I'm going to sit. I wanted to catch up on Jen Campbell's latest video about the International Booker long list. I think she's read some of those, so I'm going to go and watch that, have my twister, do a bit of creating until Phoebe gets home from school, and then I'm going to crack on with some jobs. Right, just in the car, and I'm just off. It's very hot in here. To the supermarket because my mum's still unwell, so I think she's only got a virus or something, and this is only day 2. I reckon she's going to feel a lot better tomorrow. If not, she's maybe going to call the doctors, but if it is a virus, as she's saying to my cousin, she just needs to ride it out and drink plenty. But I'm just going to give her a call and see if she needs anything from the supermarket. And Phoebe then turned up with a friend, with her best friend, and said, can she stay for dinner? So we're going to have, we've got potatoes, so the consensus is to have sausages and mash. I might get myself some kind of fish like salmon to have with the mash, because I'm not a huge fan of sausages, but I'll see how I feel when I get to the supermarket. Also need things like some grapes and strawberries, that kind of thing. And yeah, like I say, I'm going to see if my mum wants anything. But it means that my cousin still needs a cousin sitter, and we were going to go, me and my cousin and my mum, possibly Dan as well, down to Dungeness at some point this week. So my cousin and I are going to go on a cousin's day out tomorrow. Just Dan can't get the time off work tomorrow because he's got meetings all day. My mum's obviously man down at the moment. Phoebe's at school, so it's going to be me and Scott, and we're going to go to on the Hythe and Dymchurch Railway. It's not called that, it's called something else. It's like a mini steam railway that runs from Hythe through several stations down to Dungeness, and that's going to be really interesting, I think, to film it. Anyway, I need to put the engine on so I can put my aircon on, because it is very hot. Still got my little friend. Look at these. I've just washed and chopped the tops off of 2 packets of British strawberries. Oh my goodness, I've just eaten about 5 of them in 1 second. They are delicious. Some lovely red grapes. Red grapes are delicious at the moment. It's a good year for red grapes. Really, really tasty. Oh, dinner was lovely, really nice. I'm glad I went for my salmon instead of, because I nearly, just wiping a bit of the table that I missed. Yeah, I'm glad I went for my salmon, because I really, really enjoyed that. And I had a spare onion, and right at the last minute, I thought, oh, I'm going to chop up that onion and fry it really gently, just in a tiny bit of oil, sort of just make them nice and soft to put on with the mashed potato. Oh, it was lovely. Really pleased with that. So I have been thinking, since I got home, I've just been thinking I just want to go and read my book. So I'm going to go and put my pyjamas on, get into bed for a bit. It's only 7 o'clock. I'm just going to go read for a couple of hours in bed. That's what I'm going to do. I've been reading for almost 2 hours. It's flown past. So I read quite a lot of my current book, The Girl on the Landing. I'm really enjoying this. And actually some of the themes and the things that it's discussing, when was it written? It was published in 2009, and I think I'm right in saying that Paul Torday, when he wrote this, or when he wrote Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, was in his 70s, I think. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. But then I got a bit sort of sleepy and it was getting a bit like arduous. So I thought, do you know what? I've had sitting on my bedside table for ages, volumes 4 and 5 of the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. So I picked up volume 4 and started reading it, and I just immediately got sucked back into it. So I'm nearly finished. I'll read the whole book like right now because it's all the if you're not familiar with it, it's a graphic novel series, and the main characters are Nick and I'm reading it, Nick and Charlie, and they're in secondary school or high school, and it's about them meeting, falling in love, coming out to their friends and their wider group of friends, and there's like tons and tons of representation. You've got trans characters, you've got bisexual characters, you've got gay characters, you've got all kinds of shapes, sizes, skin colours, cultures, home backgrounds. You know, some of the characters' families are incredibly supportive. Some of the characters' families are awful. Some of the characters' families are just like normal, like a normal family, like supportive, but don't always get it right. And then they've got siblings as well, and some of them are really supportive and some aren't. It's really, really interesting. And volume 4 in particular that I'm reading at the moment has got a real theme of mental health and eating disorders running through it, which I think is done incredibly well. They're just very heartwarming, sweet books about really love and friendship, and I love them. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm glad I decided to read it. It's made me all smiley. But I suddenly realised I should probably just stop this vlog now because it's nearly 9 o'clock and I'll be going to bed shortly. Well, I am in bed. I'll be going to sleep shortly. So thank you so much for watching. I've had a really lovely day. And Kaylee, if you're watching, thank you so much for welcoming me into your home today. And it was just it was so lovely to meet her. We've known each other for so long, and it felt like I had met her before. It just didn't feel weird at all. It just felt I was popping around to a friend's house that I've popped around to a million times before. It was just lovely. So, and I forgot to say as well, hopefully I would have put it on the screen or done a little voiceover. She gave me a tree. It's a rowan tree, and the weird thing about it is, in this book, there is a chapter that I read last night, and I didn't realise until I sat down to read just earlier. I suddenly remembered, so the tree that she's given me is a rowan tree. Chapter 4 of this book is the hill of the rowan trees, and there's a reference to rowan tree branches and berries, and a slight, this is a bit of a spooky book, a slight connection to like protection from spirits, from the spirit world and so on, in this book. And I was like, oh my goodness, I completely forgot about that. So yeah, it's really weird that she's given me a rowan tree. So I'm going to find a spot for that in the garden. Right, I will see you tomorrow. It's going to be Ali and Scott's day of fun tomorrow. Me and my cousin on our day out. So let's see how that all goes. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, sorry, I keep going and then thinking of something else. I've had loads of orders again, so I'm going to parcel those up before I go anywhere in the morning. So thank you so much. If that's you lot, I really, really appreciate it. And I've had a couple of messages as well, so thank you for that as well. I'll get those parcelled up and sent either tomorrow on my way out, or I will post them on Wednesday morning on my way to work. So thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. It's the 19th of May. Oh my goodness, we're really in the last... No, we're not. I'm still in the honeymoon stage of my glasses.